Hi everyone, Christine here at Christine's Craft Table. Coming to you today to show you my finds at Hobby Lobby yesterday. I was dropping by Hobby Lobby because it's the 30% off week for yarn, and I intended to pick up one skein of yarn. This is the skein I actually went for. I needed this shade of blue for one of the crochet alongs I do every month, and that's Judy's Creations in Crochet. The bird this month is a beautiful blue, and I just didn't have this shade. So this is what I went for. Now let me show you what I found because it was quite a nice surprise. I always go to the clearance section first just to see what's on the shelf and what they've marked down, because if you know Hobby Lobby, you know that when they mark things down, they really mark things down up to 75% off, which is usually where they go with the yarn. So there I was walking up to the clearance, and what do you know? There were several shelves of yarn marked down to clearance prices and a whole basket sitting next to the shelves full of yarn. So I waited patiently as one lady finished up going through everything, and thankfully she didn't take too much. So I had the whole spot to myself for a good little while, and now I will show you what I found. So this is, again, the only one I got at 30% off. So instead of $4.99, I paid $3.50. And this is I Love This Yarn. Now I'll show you all of the I Love This Yarn first. And the majority of it is I Love This Yarn, which is really cool because when I went to the clearance in June, they had no I Love This Yarn marked off. Maybe they just hadn't gone through it yet, but here we are, September, and this is what they marked down. So this is 100% acrylic, very nice and soft. It's a 4-weight, 355 yards per skein, 199 grams, and it's machine washable and dryable. And he recommends a 5.5 millimeter hook. Many people are familiar with this, so I'll show you all of these first. So the specs will be the same, and this color is Royal. Okay, and I didn't find any more than 2 skeins of any one color, and none of them are the same lots. So that's what you expect on a clearance, and that is totally okay. Everything else I'm going to show you was 75% off. So these are regular, like I said, $4.99, and they were on sale for $1.24. And this color is Stonewash. So I got 2 of these. Next is the color Peacock. Isn't that pretty? Got 1 of these. Next I have the color Sun Gold. And the thing about, even though most of them are just 1 skein, they had a lot of print yarns that in some cases go with the solids that they had. So I can use all of this. I didn't pick up any oddballs that I'm not likely to use. So for instance, this is Sun Gold. I got 2 of these terracotta. Isn't that pretty together? And I got 2 of these coffee. Now how pretty is that? Okay, there alone I have enough for a blanket. So there's the other coffee, and there's the other terracotta. Okay, next I have Mint, color 353, pretty light green. And I'll just show you one of these prints that I found. Wouldn't that go together well? The print has slightly less yardage. It's 252 yards versus 355 and 142 grams. This was also $1.24. So these are normally the same price, $4.99. So both marked down to $1.24. All of these skeins I'm showing you were $1.24. So not only do those 2 go together, but I've also got this, which is Ocean, the color Ocean. And I think I had one other that I thought, no. Okay. Next is another print, and this color is Sea Mist. Isn't that pretty? And that one will go with that. This is antique teal. I actually have two of these. And even though they're not the same lot number, I figure like if I was doing a blanket, I could separate the two lots with the print. So, antique teal and Sea Mist. And then I have two of this beautiful navy. And this one didn't have a ball band. But again, for $1.24, you make do. Now, I found this. Isn't that pretty? This print, which is blue camo stripe. And I got two of these. Now, the lots are really different on these two. You can see that one doesn't have nearly as much dark brown. But I could separate them with these, so I could alternate. And there is a plan. Here's some more print. Again, these are 100 or 252 yards. This color is plums, purples and pinks. And then another print. I love this yarn print. In the color Winter Flowers. I think this might be my favorite. That is such a pretty colorway. Then we have, this one will match the greens as well. This color is Mint Tea. Isn't that pretty? And the last, I love this yarn. And this is a color I already have. I think I have like 2 skeins of this. The color Lakefront. Yes, I know they'll all be different lot numbers, but I can separate them with the solid. Very pretty. Then I found some Yarn Bee. Yarn Bee is also, or Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek, low pill fiber. This is a 4-weight, and it is also normally $4.99, so it was also $1.24 for 232 yards, 142 grams of a 4-weight. These are all machine washable. This is dry on delicate. All of those are machine washable, tumble drying. So this is the color black, obviously. I got one of these. This is soft and sleek also in the color dark, it's a heather. Dark heather gray. It's got kind of little specks of lighter gray in it. Very pretty. And 2 skeins of also Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek in the color silver gray. Some of the skeins were a little bit messed up, but not so as to preclude me from buying them at $1.24 a skein. Okay, and last but not least, here's the Soft and Sleek Chunky. I actually have some of this already in my stash, and it was also $1.24 for 211 yards, 142 grams. And this is the color French Lilac. That's it for Soft and Sleek. I got one of this true colors. There were some other colors in it, but I was looking for that perfect blue, and I thought this might be it, but it wasn't. but I can still use this. So this is a bulky, this is also $1.24. It's only 76 yards because it is a number 6 bulky weight. 142 grams. This one is machine wash, cold, dry, flat. It looks a little bit like Karen's Simply Soft, but it's bulkier. And it's got a sheen to it. The color on this is blue teal. So, one of those. I know some people don't like this, but I love scrubby yarn. I can use it. All you need to do, the trick, is to use a bigger hook. This is Bee Scrub-ology, 100% cotton. So what I usually do is I mix it with another cotton for my dish towels so that there's maybe a little spot in the middle or around the edges where I've got a little extra scrubbing power. This is 125 yards, 85 grams. It's a 4-weight. This was also $1.24, regular $4.99. And the colorway is Emerald Pine. It's got green and gold and chocolate brown and natural color. Very pretty. Okay, that is one bag. That's the big bag. I have one more smaller bag. And these are mostly cotton, except for this one. I got one of these. It's called Yarn Bee Uber Luxe, and it is a very bulky. This is a number 6. 42 yards, 200 grams for $1.87, regular $7.49. So that's a great discount. And the color is black. Again, this one was a little bit messy, but not too bad. I have some of this in teal and another color. I think it's like a French lilac color. So I can definitely use this. I'm thinking basket or, yeah, probably a basket. Now I have some cottons. This is Crafter's Secret cotton, which I enjoy using for kitchen items. This color is Bordeaux, and it is 120 yards, 71 grams, 100% cotton, machine wash and dry, 74 cents. How can you beat 74 cents for 120 yards of a 4-weight? Isn't that pretty? I got 3 of these. All different lots, so they are slightly different, but not too bad. And then in the same Crafter's Secret, again, 74 cents, same specs. This is the color red. And the color Peppermint Twist. I think this one has, yeah, 120 yards also. 100% cotton. And we have the color Top. All of these, 74 cents. And another 100% cotton Crafter's Secret in the color brown. Who knew? Okay, last one of the Crafter's Secret is the color City. And this is also, this one's yardage is a little bit less, 95 yards, 57 grams. But I have some of this in my stash as well. So I actually made one of Crystal Bagoday's bonbon beanies out of this, and it came out really cute. Yeah. Okay, last but not least, Hobby Lobby. I love this cotton. I use this a lot. It's not great for some things because it's not very stiff. Nowhere near as stiff. This is like wearable cotton. This is nice and soft. 100% cotton. 180 yards, 100 grams, for 99 cents. Regular $3.99. $3.99. And color black. So also same price. 2 of the bright green. Again, 180 yards for 99 cents times 2. And this pretty green as well. This is forest. Same specs. And lastly, I have the color. This is print. I love this cotton print in cinnamon cedar. And this has 153 yards, 85 grams. Very pretty. And that is everything. 44 skeins, just over $55, $55.32. So that comes out to an average of $1.26 per skein, and that includes my 6% sales tax rate. So, great deal. Again, I had no idea. I don't know if all the Hobby Lobbies are doing it or if it was just mine that was late on their clearing these, but it's worth a trip, I think, to Hobby Lobby to see if yours is clearing out any of the I love this brand of yarn and Yarn Bee. I love all this. I use it all and was very pleasantly surprised yesterday. Thank you, Lord, for the blessing. Talk to you later. See you soon.